Hey everyone, it is Karen Jean from Ex Libris Crafts, and we're going to color some plain paper. This is 80-pound Neenah Solo White paper. In my recent video, I showed how you do it. I don't know if it's smushing or kissing, where you take a piece of like acetate or thin plastic and you do that to it. But we're just gonna, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put some color down. Ooh, that's awfully juicy. That's picked raspberry. And then we're gonna throw down some squeezed lemonade. All right. And then we're gonna throw down some tumbled glass, and I'm gonna try not to get my ink pads contaminated. Now these are our three primary colors: blue, yellow, and red. Okay, you're not going to make mud with these colors because they all interact with each other. Red and blue, or in this case pink and blue, we're going to make purple. Blue and yellow we're going to make green, and pink and yellow we're going to make orange. So I have tumbled glass, squeezed lemonade, and picked raspberry. Then I'm going to throw down some water. That's a lot of water. And there's a couple ways we can do it. We can smush it, kiss it like we were doing with do this. All right, get those colors moving. We need more blue. Hold on. Let me wipe this up. I need more blue because I was unable to put my blue down really. And yes, the paper's curling, but when it dries, it will flatten out again. We can use the heat gun, or we can use the iron. Drag it through a little bit. Another way to do this would be with watercolors, although this really is the easier way. Okay. Now, we're going to throw the heat gun on it. And it's Distress Oxide, so the oxides dry back a little bit. Now for our other method, which is putting them down on the plastic, spritzing them with water, and doing the kissing technique, or the smashing. I'm not quite sure what it's called. Some of that down there. Okay. For this last one, I am going to use Simon Hurley Overzealous and Clear Skies. I love these two colors, this blue and this green. I use these colors a lot with my alcohol inks. Obviously not Simon Hurley colors, but alcohol inks. And this is alcohol. This is an alcohol ink. And you see how bright and beautiful and flowy the colors are? And these are alcohol inks. You're only going to get that type of look with an alcohol ink. Let me add a little bit more blue here. Let's see what we got. Get some water down. And drag it. And drag it. Put down a little bit more blue. I need some blue over there. So, and if we kind of just drag it through. Hello, there it goes. Wonder where that pink came from. Must be on my fingers. Okay. And let's do this. Let's put a little blue and a little green. Let's try this, the kiss or the smush technique, and see what happens. This paper is bent because it's damp still. And because we dried it between the layers, or sort of dried it between those layers, it should layer up. There we go. Press some of that down. Then when these are fully dry, I will iron them out. So, a few different techniques here on using your ink pads. If you want to do alcohol inks, I need to turn my fan on. For alcohol inks, you need to get special paper, which is expensive. I get it in these size sheets. I don't remember what, I know it's not called Ylopo. That's a real estate, something, I'm not quite sure what it's called. Anyway, and you need something to blow the air, to blow it around. Now, I do not have, a lot of people use isopropyl alcohol, like 70 or 80%, maybe more, I don't know. But with the pandemic, it's been very difficult to find. So I just use the alcohol blending solution from Ranger. Now, if you're doing alcohol inks, you need to be sure you're in a well-ventilated place. I'm going to use, I like this Pearl one, Tranquil. It's a pretty blue. And let's see if we can get a green Mojito. It's not a pearl, but it's a pretty green. Oh, here we go, Sublime. This is a pearl. Here we go. These are two. Now you have to, these dry like that because they're alcohol based. So I start, and I don't know, this is just how I do it. There are lots of videos on YouTube. Okay, right, you want to move it around. A lot of people can create flowers. I'm just all kinds of different things. I do not have that skill. I haven't practiced enough. Not to mention, like I said, you need to do it in a well-ventilated place because this stuff will go straight to your head and you'll get sick. And you see, pushing it around, add another layer, right? See, like that's already dry already. And if I add more solution to it, okay. It's not, see how it's not moving anymore? It's because it's dry, or mostly dry. You still need to let it burn off a little bit. But that's the result you're going to get with an alcohol ink. This is a rubber pad that, it's a soldering pad. It's inexpensive. You can get them on Amazon or at, I don't know, Harbor Freight or any of the stores you go to. This is moving just a little still. But there's that. And that's the pearlescent color, which I really like. Let's try a non-pearlescent color, a non-pearlescent blue. We could do this one. This is a cobalt blue. I'll show you the difference. You see how between the pearlescent and the non-pearlescent. And what you don't hear the clacking sound. The other ones, the pearlescents, have that clacking sound when you mix them. Some people do this with straws. I have my little bellows tool here. Do a drop over here. And I'm using this, the blending solution to move it. Also, it'll kind of mix those colors. If, like, here's a spot, let me put it on a spot here. Here's a spot where it doesn't have anything. I can move it, but it's not moving far and it's drying practically instantaneously. So I don't know if it's coming across on camera, the pearlescent, the lighter blue is the pearlescent, so it has that sheen, and this blue is not, so it has more of a flat color to it. Here's Mojito. Let's try this. Again, I'll place it down here where there is no blending solution. And boom. That's it. It is already dry. It's not moving. Now, if I add a little blending solution to that, I might be able to get it. There we go. That'll mix with it a little bit. So the blending solution gives it a much smoother, looks a lot more like watercoloring, whereas without the blending solution, it's very, I was going to say like more jagged, more defined lines and stuff. So see how this is here? That doesn't have any blending solution. So if I just put a couple of drops there, and there we go, move it out a little bit. There. So This is alcohol inks. This is Simon Hurley dye inks. This is Distress Oxides. Alcohol inks, the alcohol ink way doing this is more expensive because the paper is so expensive. It's like a plastic paper. Now, I have heard that some people, you get like for sale signs, the plastic for sale signs. You can get them cheap at the dollar store maybe, or at Walmart. And some people say that you can use those. I have not tried those yet. I'm just using my regular paper here and then cutting it down. I do love these colors though. Oh, I forgot to put that away. Well, there we have it.